Hey, this is Harun. Today we're going to learn HTML. So first of all, we know what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of a web page. HTML elements tells the browser how to display the content. HTML elements are represented by tags. So what is tags? Tags are a label attached to someone or something. Tags basically mean a label for the purpose of identification that identify itself. HTML tags label pieces of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and so on. On browser mean web browser, where you run your HTML code. Basically, your HTML code will run on your browser. It may be Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, or Google Chrome, etc. With HTML you can create your own website. HTML is easy to learn, so let's move. So HTML editor. So we're going to start HTML editor. What is HTML editor? HTML editor is an editor where you will write your HTML code. Web pages can be created and modified on the HTML editor by using professional HTML editor, or you can use your basic or simple HTML editor. So whatever you want, it's your choice. You can use your basic HTML editor or you can use your professional HTML editor. So we're going to start with simple editor. Simple editor is Notepad and professional editor is Sublime or Dreamweaver or another editor that you want to use, you can use. So we are going to start with simple HTML editor, that is Notepad. We write our code on Notepad. Go to start button, type Notepad and your Notepad page will appear. First of all, we have to do is that to increase font size, so display may be clear. Yeah, it's 24. First of all, you have to save your HTML file with the extension. HTML is the extension of HTML file. So you have to click on file or save, or you directly Ctrl+S. Now write your project name. I'm writing here my project. And now all file. Now you have to .html extension of HTML page. So we are starting our HTML. First of all, exclamation sign and doc type HTML, and yes, it's a document type that tell the browser the document type is HTML. Now you have to write HTML tag, it's an open tag, and now it's a closing tag. HTML have open tag and then we have to define its ending tag. And now HTML open tag and HTML ending tag. Now we have to write body tag, body, its open tag and its ending tag. And yes, the content that you are using in your body tag that will display on your browser, it's your output. Your output will be shown that you are writing in your body tag that will represent on your browser. Now I'm going to write a basic tag that is heading H1, and yes, H1, and it's open and closing tag. Now I'm writing here hello world and double click on the browser and you can see hello world will be displayed. And now Now I'm going to tell you about h1 tag. H1 has H basically stands for heading. Heading basically 6 type of headings: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So every heading have a different meaning. So we can see, and yes, it's H2, copy and paste. Now it's closing tag, and you can see it's 6 tag, H6 tag. And now I had to save or control plus S. Now double click on it, and you can see the difference between all 6 tags. And now I'm using head tag. Now I'm using a title tag in head tag. It's my blog. And now you can see, and yes, my blog will be displayed. Now I'm using paragraph tag, paragraph open and paragraph closing tag. I'm writing here, this is my first paragraph. You can write something else here that you want to write and execute. This is my first paragraph, and yes, it's working. I'm writing here something else, like maybe you like it. And yes, now refresh, and yes, it's working. And you can use many paragraph tags. I'm using another one, so open and close tags. And now I'm writing here, this is my another paragraph. And yes, now save, and yes, now save and refresh. It's working. And now I have to anchor tag, a tag. A tag, it's HTML links it is used to link an address that you want to move. It's like Google, like your Facebook address, like your Instagram address, whatever you want to move from your web page to another destination. So how it's work, let's see. Tag and a closing tag. Now give its attributes. href, it's attributes where you are writing your address. I'm writing here Google address. You can see I'm writing here, click here. You can whatever you want to write. I'm writing here, click here. Now going back to your browser and refresh, and you can see and click here, let's move. So its anchor tag is used to move another destination on the internet, on the web browser, on the web pages. It's maybe your Facebook address, maybe your Instagram address, maybe your another website address, whatever you want. Hey tag, HTML links, href is attributes. What is attributes? Attributes links the destination is specified in href. We have to write our addresses, our destination in href, then we can move to another side. What is attributes? Used to provide additional information. It's provide additional tag that we are going to discuss is image tag, table tag, and list tag. Now we are going to our project. It's open and notepad. Now you can see the HTML of your project. Maximize it and write here image tag, img. Image tag don't have ending tag. Now write here attribute crc is equal double quotes. CRC stands for source. Here you have to give the address of your picture. My project and picture both are in the same folder. So pic is the name of the picture, so right click on it and properties, and you can see the type of file. Its extension is png.png. So I'm going to give the name of the picture in source attributes, pic and extension.png. Now go back to your HTML and remove. Now save it and go back to your browser and refresh. You can see there is no picture because I was erased my image tag. Now image tag is back. Save and refresh. Now the picture is back. I'm making here a new folder, images, and cut your image and paste it in image folder. Now go back to your HTML. I'm giving here folder name images slash. Now save it and refresh your browser. You can see there is no effect in your image. Now remove the S and go back and refresh. Now there is no image because there is address error. Now back and save and refresh. You can see the image is back. I'm going to give here a alt attribute. Alt stands for alternate. I'm writing here something wrong. Alternate attribute is used when there is no picture. The alternate message will be appeared. So I'm writing here something wrong. You can see how it works. Refresh. Save it and now refresh. You can see there's something wrong that we are using in alternate in alt attributes. Something wrong I was using alt attributes that appear in your browser because there is address error. There is no address of the picture in your source attribute. I'm giving back to address to source attributes. Now go to browser, refresh, and you can see the image. Now I'm going to give here a style attributes. Now save it and go back to your browser, refresh. You can see the width and height that I gave in style attributes was changed the width and height of the image. Now go back to your HTML and change the width 200 pixel and change the height 200 pixel. Now save it and refresh, and you can see the height and width was changed. Now I'm going to discuss table. It's table open tag. Next table ending tag. Now you have to give here TR. TR stands for table row data. For example, I'm writing here table heading. TH stands for table heading. I'm writing here first name, then last name, then age. It's my table heading. The row appear in the document with first name, last name, and age. It's for table headings. And now I'm going to here table data or refresh it. It's first name, last name, and age. You can see it's very close to each other. Now I'm going to give style attributes and is equal to 100 with 100%. Now save it and refresh. Now it's cover 100% width of the browser. Now go back to your HTML. I'm giving here tr and mega and other table row and give here table data. It is TD stands for table data. I'm giving here table data. First table data was John, the first name John, the last name is Smith, and the age is 25. You can see how it's work. Because we are using only HTML, the styling problem is covered in our CSS lecture. So I'm going to zoom here, and you can see now I'm giving another table data, that is Harry Kane 50. So move to the list. There is two types of list: unordered list and ordered list. First of all, unordered list. Delete. UL stands for unordered list, and we are using UL tag for unordered list, and LI stands for list item. So the data that we are using in LI will appear with the unordered list. So I'm giving here coffee, pizza and burger. So now refresh, you can see it's unordered with bullets, it's a unordered list. And now I'm giving here a ordered list. OL tag, OL open and OL closing tag is used for ordered list. Now I'm giving here same data. Now save it and refresh. Now you can see the difference. The first unordered list will appear with bullets, and the second is ordered list will was appear in 1, 2 or counting form. Now zoom back it, you can see clearly. HTML also support description list. What is description list? In description list, DL define description, DL define description, DT define the term, the description of the term, and the DD describe each term. So let's see how it's work. So I'm going to write in H1 HTML description list, and now DT. DT open and DT close tag. Now right here coffee and DD tag open and DD closing tag. I'm writing here black hot drink. Now right here another DT tag, and right here milk and DD white cold drink. Now save it and refresh. It's coffee, and the description of the coffee is black hot drink, and milk and description of the milk is white cold drink.